So what new things did we learn from the trial? Well, I learned a lot of things. A lot of things were affirmed and validated for me. Kenny Capin didn't get arrested for the accusations against Keith Schultz and Kenny Capin are friends. Troy Zinn is huge into the right-wing sovereign movement. He knew all the big names. Bruce Doucette and Vince Edwards and more. White women get away with criminal activity all the motherfucking time. Jacqueline Mitchell committed about a dozen crimes against me. Goes to the courthouse acting crazy. Almost got it turned around against me. She was afraid that she was about to pay the piper, and she was actually justice. She was afraid that justice was going to be established. What? I'm not allowed to drive by his house and try to murder his dog. I'm not allowed to harass him and do. Huh? White women get away with a shit ton of criminal activity all the motherfucking time, most especially against men. So, let's see, what else? Some kind of posse out there. There's some kind of posse out there. Nick Vallela once asked me, so you see how they use different cars? Who is they and what cars? He's saying that the people that are doing the harassing are using different vehicles. He's typing dumb shit online. They? Soto Cruz said they. Well, or he said we. We don't like it when people use the water. Oh, yeah. Ed fucking Brewster's been getting 250 gallons every week or 2 or 3 times a week for the last, 20 years now? Who the fuck is we? Because it's not Ed Brewster, right? You're not talking about Ed Brewster. Ed Brewster could get 250 gallons every week from the Rio Grande River. Plenty of water for himself, plenty of water for his crops. We don't like it when you get water for your dogs and puppies. Yeah, I know you like to murder people's puppies. That's what the fuck you motherfuckers like to do. I strongly suspect it was Troy Zinn who killed my dog. And since he's known by, he does that golly gee shucks bullshit. Oh, he wouldn't ever do that. And then if he didn't give a damn. And I strongly suspect it, but nobody's giving a shit. So just go down the list. Somebody murdered my dog out there, you dumb motherfucking piles of shit. Are you guys all a bunch of piles of shit? You guys all a bunch of criminal piles of shit? You don't know right from wrong? So it's okay if I go over there and just stomp little Fluffy. You're okay with me, go ahead and killing your cat. You're okay with me. And then as a police officer, dogs protect and serve. So when you hear about a dog dying, if you're a cop, you should be sad. They're your allies. Dogs are angels. Dogs actually do the cop. Dogs actually protect and serve. What, your dog died? Dang, now he doesn't have anybody to protect and serve him when we're not there. Oh, your dog died. Oh, well. What do you mean, all well? Those kids out there in Costilla County was getting green beans shoved up their fucking asses for 5 years straight. 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. 5 years straight that Psycho Barroso was able to kill 5 fucking people. Nobody gonna say anything. Nobody gonna do anything. He's just going around murdering people. People saw him. People knew what he was up to. That one fucking guy and the mechanic guy said, oh, it was self-defense. Self-defense, huh? It was gang shit, motherfucker. It was because he wanted drugs and money and because she dissed him once or some shit. Justified. You fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? We don't like that. Well, they won't let that happen. I remember I said, I like that it's open range. I like that it's open range. That means I get to have a couple cows. Well, they won't. They'll steal your cow. That's what Noble Haven says. They will steal your cow. Who is they? Is that the same they as Vallela and Soto Cruz? We don't like that. They are doing different cars. Who is this secret cabal of fucking people? There's only like 5 or 10 people out there. And we also learn, well, not at the trial, but Nick Villela had told me that Xanis McDonald had told him that he watched his daughter go pee. So when Xanis McDonald was doing that nasty shit, shoving green beans up his kids' asses for 5 years fucking straight, did Nick Villela ever said, hey man, don't do that? Hey man, that's not right. I'm not going to be your friend if you carry on with that kind of nonsense. Foreign policy today, irrespective of what we might wish in its impact on our daily lives, overshadows everything else. Expenditures, taxation, domestic prosperity, the extent of social sciences all hinge on the basic issue of war or peace. JFK. Now, I could get my appeal, but then they could appeal my appeal. Then it goes to the Supreme Court. And then it'll go to the Supreme Court. One of the female jurors comes out, and I'm looking right into all their faces. Now, I didn't look at them at the whole trial because I didn't want to put, out of kindness, I don't want to put that kind of due deference, that kind of pressure on people. Just sitting there staring at them the whole time, looking at them, staring at them, looking at them. But then when I was sitting there looking at them right in their faces, maybe it was the first time they saw me. I didn't want to give them the impression that I was trying to intimidate them, but I heard that you look at the jurors' faces. If they don't look at the defendant, then they're, that's a bad verdict. I've had other courtroom experiences, so I've looked at the jury the whole time. I got beat up and raped in Louisville, and I sued the police, and the jury... Anyways, there's this one female juror that comes out, and she hides her face because she doesn't want to see my face. She thinks she's fucking me over for my whole life. They gave her a little bit of power. She's got a bloodlust, and she's going to fuck this guy over. Nah, this guy's Jeffrey Dahmer. Rape him for 6 years. Why? For being a victim 100 times and then ignoring the cops. I thought it was a felony menacing. Yeah, that's what I meant. The warning shots. Defensive home person. Because he read our Constitution and he read our Bills of Rights and paid for his permits. He was moral and lawful. Crucify him. She kept putting a piece of paper in front of her face. She couldn't fucking look at me. Because she knows she's a piece of shit. She knows she's a piece of fucking shit. And for the rest of their lives, they'll always have to justify why the fuck they had to fuck me over. You can't tell when authoritarian bastards are trying to fuck a person over. Justice would have been... There was one woman in the beginning of the 3-day trial, the voir dire. We already picked the 12 or the 13 or whatever, and so the rest of the people are leaving, and as... the rest of the people are leaving. One woman in the crowd, she says, "Good luck." And I said, "Thank you." So, even though I won't put woman on a pedestal, I know that there's good and bad in all groups of people. And there are good women out there. It's just, when women are evil, I am traumatized by wickedness. Motherfucker. I don't feel any compunction to go around hurting you motherfuckers. So when y'all lie to me and don't give a shit with your stupid fucking faces or comments or crimes, when you commit crimes, I just think he's trying to abide by the code. There was one juror who was excused, and in voir dire, Anne Kelly's pretty vicious. Basically, if she thought you had a heartbeat or if you had any kind of compassion or love in your heart or were decent whatsoever, she threw you out. She wanted some other vicious psychos. Now, somebody who's going to fuck over this guy. No, we need a vicious psycho on the jury. One woman, she broke down, made her cry. Made it seem like you're just too emotional. You can't give a good verdict. You're just too damned emotional. And she was emotional because she was being heard. She was asking her questions and she actually listened. She cried because she was actually being heard. I think he was just trying to abide by the code. He was excused too. He saw the videos online. I think he's just trying to abide by the code. I think he's just being a lawful man. Huh. I told him to speak freely. And why did he need to be excused? Well, he already saw me as a human being. That can't be. He worked at planning and zoning, so he knows that I paid for my permits and that I've been good and honest and lawful. No way can he stand up for something like that. He knows I put in a bunch of time and effort with them fucking pricks and didn't get any police protection or any fucking thing. No. It only added to my worries, and it made me poor. So fucking poor, I wasn't able to finish the damn house I got a permit for. Yeah, I'm so glad I went to planning and zoning, so I didn't have enough fucking money to finish my house. I'm so fucking glad I was lawful. Good thinking, John. November 21st, 1963, JFK told Mike Mansfield to organize an in-depth study of every option, including withdrawal of Vietnam. In May of 1961, LBJ was sent. JFK thought that the best way to beat the communists in Vietnam was that South Vietnam needed to add liberal, political, social, and economic policies, like land reform. Now you got to win them over. They're saying that they're going to get everybody together and then give everybody everything, and it's all going to be equal and wonderful and perfect. Why the hell should we go with your fucking policies? What the hell is your policies going to do? Well, capitalism will be at each other's throats. It'll be dog eat dog. The rich will get richer and the poor will get poor. Well, that sounds terrible. How does communism get such a bad rap? And Peace Corps was a way to fight communism. JFK asked Diem to do some land reform. Yeah, I guess if you have your own little farm, then private property makes sense. Well, hell, this is my land. This is my house. This is my tractor. And I get to raise my crops, and then once I've raised my crops and animals, then I get to sell those things, and then the money that I make, I get to keep. Could you imagine having a civilization that actually works for the individual, citizen, farmer? McNamara had a withdrawal contingency plan. McNamara had a withdrawal contingency plan. JFK did not send combat troops. They were military advisors, trainers, and advisors. 16,000 of them. By February of 1962, there were 3,500 troops in Vietnam. Any combat troops there? No, he said flatly, probably lying. So, if you respect a bully, they're always going to bully you. They knocked you down. They knocked you down, then they got Barbara and Kathy to attack you. They oppressed the holy living fucking shit out of you, the holy hell. They think they're brilliant. Well, when we terrorized him, he was terrorized. He was a little bitty baby. Boy, he's your baby boy. Why would you do that to him? 'Cause we're stupid. Daddy beat up my mom. I don't know how to think right. Yeah, clearly. You had a little Einstein and you was just going to smack him every day and make him do dishes. You had an Einstein. Why don't you get him to cure cancer or something? What the fuck is the matter with you? Why don't you get him to build a plane or something, you piece of shit? You had a little Einstein and all you want to do is make him into a little subservient little butler because you're a dumbass piece of shit and you got nothing to offer the world? A bully will never respect you. I would love for my candidate, anybody really, but give me a 1,000-word page for why the fuck you think that you got to do what you did. I think you have to knock a bully down because that's the only way that they fucking learn. And you did that bully a favor. You can't go around people like shit. You think you get to put around negative energy and then that energy don't come back to you? And then if you happen to love and admire and respect a hypocritical piece of shit, schmegma cheese dick, they'll continue to be a piece of shit schmegma cheese dick. There's no incentive for them to change. If If you respect a piece of shit, fascist, bullying fuckstick, they'll always be a piece of shit, fascist, bullying fuckstick. Until the day you die, they'll treat you bad. White trash people, not even the trailer park folks. They're working class. They realize it's rough out here. No, I'm talking about the middle class on up, the Caucasians and the older generations. Baby boomers are racist, child abusing piles of shit. MLK came to comfort the disturbed and to disturb the comfortable. Is America irredeemably racist? I wish I could unequivocally say nope. No siree, Bob, but Nick Villela had to say the N-word a whole bunch of times. And I guess I'll get better at, saying no to that kind of... I'm not going to talk to the motherfucker ever again. But some people act like, why did he say it to you? What do you mean? Fuck the baby boomers. Fuck the baby boomers. Fuck the violent. Fuck the racists. Fuck the rapists. Fuck the child abusers. Fuck criminals. Fuck the haters. Fuck the ugly, hate-filled rat bastard fucks of society. Fuck the criminal terrorist sovereign piles of shit. Fuck the superstitious. Fuck the ignorant. Fuck the tyrannical. Fuck the hypocritical. Fuck the liars. And fuck the motherfucking criminal fucks. Fuck the motherfucking criminal motherfuckers. Fuck the motherfucker. Fuck the motherfucker.